Hello there, good evening and welcome. This is your Superstation Joy 99.7 FM, and this is Strong and Sassy. My name is Enimwa Enim Ado, and we'll be doing this until 8 o'clock. And I'm joined by the squad, usual suspects, Esinan Batali, who's a digital marketing strategist, a singer, songwriter, a student.
Plenty things. My breath.
A lot of things.
Oh.
Am I Esinam? It's been a minute.
Hi.
You're right.
Life is life.
Life is life in you. Wow.
Yes.
And Aram, who an international world international traveler, bilingual, panelist, the rest of the other things, I won't say them. But have I said anything untrue?
No, you are spot on.
I thought you were even going to answer in French.
I'm too tired. Je suis tellement fatiguée.
Yeah, so that's that's Aram and Amma Ablode, who is on her way. So hopefully she'll get here soon and then she can join the conversation. Tonight we're talking about a very innocent, interesting subject. We're asking the question: why do some women double date? What pushes women to double date? In the first place, we're already getting lots of problems. Because the men are saying that why are we calling it double dating? If when men do it, it's called cheating. When women do it, it's called double dating. And somebody aptly answered and said that when a woman cheats, her cheating has gone to Harvard. Yeah. Therefore, it cannot be. How do you call it?
Be like bicycle.
Yeah, it cannot be called the same thing. I mean, so it's called double dating. So anyway, that's what we're talking about. Welcome, guys.
Thank you.
So, Esnam, let me start with you. Why do some women double date?
Question. Why do some women double date? I think that there's the immediate cause and there's a remote cause. In everything, there are two sides to it, and two things can be true. So we can't say that one thing is the absolute reason for which men or women double date. So the first thing I'd like to talk about is one, sheer selfishness and greed. If one man has been able to give me this, I can imagine what having multiple men would give me. If one person is able to give me 1K a week, if I have 3, that's 3K a week. So generally coming from a lack perspective and thinking of it shallowly and thinking that, okay, it's more about what I stand to gain. I just want to multiply my gains in the relationship. Then a selfish person will double date, right? But let's look at the other side, right? The other side where it's about the people who want to be in multiple relationships because they don't feel safe in one. So I don't get what I need. Why put all my eggs in one basket? Why focus on one person if the person is not able to satisfy me in terms of what I need in the relationship? So for whatever need it is, whether it is an emotional need, financial need, sexual or intimate need, emotional security, whatever the person needs, once they feel like they are unable to get that from their main partner, then they may want to have another partner in addition to that. So two things. It's either you are not getting what you want and you want another person as backup, or you are getting what you want but you want more.
Okay.
I can.
You can,
I get it, and then but I would want to start from one. So I'll go this way. I remember in COVID, when we got out of the pandemic, I went to see my therapist, counselor, and then the first thing he said to me was that the dynamic of relationships have changed in the times that we are, and so we are in an era. Someone wrote aptly the last time that people are looking for 90s relationship in 2023. The rules of engagement these days have changed. And now I want to go with the point where people, because a lot of people like dating, when we were talking about like double dating. So it depends on what you define dating to be. Now, there are people who define dating as being in a committed relationship. Me, I want to say how I define dating. Then I will probably say why I would, could, may, or be double dating.
Double dating.
So I would say it's a trial period in which two people explore whether to take the relationship further towards a more permanent relationship. So dating, I can say like what about interview, no?
Okay, so I think that then if we're doing it that way, then let's structure the conversation.
Yes.
So let's divide it into two. Let's talk about dating before the commitment and then dating after the commitment.
Exactly.
Because they are quite different.
Okay,
So
I can
double
understand
dating before the commitment.
So before the commitment,
Before the exclusivity conversation.
Exactly. So let's start from there. So before the commitment, I don't see anything wrong with it. I went on 2 dates in one day, like 2 different dates in one day, just like a couple of like weeks, not so long ago. Do you understand? Because I'm trying to get to know these people. So I'm interviewing them. I'm asking questions and based on the information that I'm getting, I would use it to make an informed decision. So me, it's like a league table. As I say, teams and the players. So I get to go out with you, see what the vibe is, and some points. Then some people are not. They are not on top of the game. They are going down.
Wow.
You see?
Wow.
So,
Aram's League special.
You know, it's a special league of contenders.
Yes.
So,
yeah.
So that's where I'm going to. So it's just going out with people, getting to know them, and making an informed decision. So doing that with multiple people, I don't see a problem with that.
Let me ask you guys a question. Do you think that women don't do that enough?
Yes.
When we're looking, we kind of find one person and then we're like, hey.
Exactly. We spoke about that last week. If the guy is nice and then you've married him in your head, built the house, have the children. Women should, and to be honest, I didn't do that enough until recently.
Okay.
I always used to be this like one person in a relationship with one person, put all my eggs in one basket, and then
the baskets will fall down and the eggs.
And then there was me goes bass.
Wow.
One heartbreak like that. Oh my God. I was like, and then when I got out of I was like, wait, all these people were interested in me and I didn't know. Why did I just lean into this solely? So I am one of those people that didn't do that enough. And so I am doing that enough now and seeing what's out there so that when I finally zone in, I know that it's been tried and tested.
Okay.
And as much as we think that we are the quote-unquote prize when it comes to the way society has presented things, we don't really get to go chasing. For most of us, especially if you grew up in Ghana, you are not the type of person, a lack of sense of self and direction. Like, if you know yourself and you know what you want, you will not be moved by the first person that comes into your life that says that I want to marry you. But because even our value of ourselves is relatively low in this part of the world, we are unable to, make those kind of assertions like, okay, I want to be able to date multiple people. You would find people bashing Aram. If this part of the video is put online, you find people bashing Aram, going like, why is she saying that she wants to date multiple people and all that? But that's what she needs to do to find the person that's right for her. And we will be online judging and criticizing. And because of things like these, a lot of women feel like, okay, I cannot multi-date before I make a commitment or before I decide that this is the person that I want to be with. So it's one of those things.
It's very interesting though, because I think that men do it.
Yes.
I mean, a lot of conversations that I've had with guys who are kind of at the marrying age, they'll say, there are a couple of them. There's a number of women. There's like, I'm talking to,
But they lie to each of them that they are exclusive with them. That's the problem. They don't know that there are multiple other people in addition to them. You don't know that there are other people in the queue. Yeah. So all you know is the person says that I am one of the people, or I'm exclusively dating this person, and so I won't tell them that I have other prospects that I'm looking at, and if they are not, or they don't meet certain whatever, I would it's likely I won't end up with them. We are not honest because a lot of men are not honest about it when they're doing it. They can't expect it of the women because they know that it's not the right thing to do if you're not communicating on it.
And I, for example, that I've been on this dating situation, that's one thing I don't do. I'm not going to lie to protect your feelings. So if I meet you and we're talking, I let you know. I am those people that will have is this exclusive conversation? And most people have had issues with that because you want me to, I'm not going to protect your feelings. And one of the dates that I went to, like I was saying, I asked him, are you talking to other people? Because I am interested in that information because I'm also talking to other people. And so that way, expectations are managed.
Exactly.
So the fact that maybe we're talking all the time, we're calling each other on the phone, because I had an issue like that where we were always talking and then I take a trip and then they get upset and they throw a tantrum. And I'm like, where is this coming from? We are not in an exclusive relationship. I am getting to know you. And if I wouldn't even keep you in the loop if you were just a random person. I would just go on my trip and have a good time. But because we're always in time, like, okay, I'm going here for the weekend, and then you're like, oh, I'm with this friend of mine, and then I'm like, so it's important. So the difference between what I'm talking about and what other people are doing, or what most guys end up doing, is tell a woman that, oh, I'm exclusively dating you. Then you find out that I'm not the only person. That's what gets women upset. So it's not the fact that you're dating her, because if I know that you're also dating other people, I won't be that mad about it. So I'll know that, okay, maybe I have to play my cards.
It's just about communicating and being honest. You know.
So I will let you know that even though I'm here with you, I'm talking to other people.
But there's a hidden layer of a man may be okay. Oh no, a woman may be okay if you tell her that maybe I'm seeing multiple people, but a man will never be okay.
And then they'll be like, you are cheating. How is that cheating?
So I just want to clarify this. In this stage that you guys are talking about, where you're talking to multiple people and stuff, there's no physical stuff going on.
No, there is no sex. That's the line we have to draw. Like, if you're having sex with multiple people, you might as well be, I don't know.
Okay, so you're not having a physical relationship with multiple people.
No,
you're getting to know.
Dating. Yes,
you're dating
multiple people.
Yes.
So it's conversations.
Yes.
Conversations, outings. Like, it would be like something that, let's say,
spending time together to see if I enjoy your company enough to make it a permanent
so
thing.
Let's say she wants the game night thing that she does, and I'll be like, okay, I'll come with this person. Seeing you in different situations,
yes. See how you react.
Exactly.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
I feel like this is quite like this is not what we were taught.
No.
Yeah.
This is so, even though I know that it sounds good, I feel uncomfortable purely because of the cognitive dissonance. The fact that it's like, okay, this is not what women were taught to do. We don't talk to a lot of people. The first good, nice Christian guy that comes.
That's what I told you. The times have changed. And the funny thing is, we don't want to admit it, so we rather, do it in hiding. But the times have changed.
But can we accept that there's a guy that we're talking to who's talking to other women?
Why not?
So then, does it like become a competition?
No, it's not. It's not a power struggle. It's not. I don't like it. The goal is not to end up being the one with the best partner. It's just to find the person that works for you.
But then it means that you really have to come at it with a completely different mindset.
Absolutely.
From a very objective perspective.
Yeah.
Paying attention to all the signs, not having any biases
That's being very intentional.
Exactly.
And you see, whilst I'm talking to these people, I have people in my life who, somebody called it my board of directors, where I would talk to my girl, okay, so and I have friends of mine who are seeing multiple people, so we discuss it. Like, okay, so if we gather over the weekend, like, oh, what did this person do? And we have code names. Okay, so like, what did this person do? What did this person do? Okay, this weekend, okay. Maybe you need to address this. Maybe you need to address that. Or you should go this way, go that way. Like I said, with the system that I run, I see things, I'm talking to them, and I see things that so with me, I have a time frame where if I'm talking to you, maybe like 4-8 weeks, I know if this will work or it will not work. Then you come down in the league table.
Or you get elevated.
Yes, or you can go into the recycle bin and never come back.
Wow.
Yeah.
I feel so like I'm so overwhelmed right now.
It feels old and overwhelmed.
I feel old and overwhelmed. So what's the timelines? Like, I mean, how many months does it take you to decide that, okay, I want to be exclusive with somebody? And what does a man have to do to earn the exclusivity? I like that idea. I like the idea of men earning women. I think for so long, the narrative really has been that men are the prize, and therefore we have to, work and compensate and placate to be chosen. But I like the idea of being earned.
I mean, when we say being earned, I understand the concept as earn me so I can also earn you. I have to also earn you.
No. Of course, that's what I mean. But I'm talking about the effort.
Yes, definitely. You need to see that the person is willing to make you a priority.
Do you know how many men are listening to us and insulting us right now?
Oh, yeah.
Because they said we are supposed to be doing a show on why women cheat. Now we have made the thing so sophisticated. They are like, they say, why do you people cheat? You are now talking about changing the narrative and systems and as for women, there you can never understand.
We are sorry, we are not sorry.
You can never understand.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll get to that part of it. Sorry, Sina, I'm going.
So we are talking about, remind me anymore.
You don't know about old age, eh?
So you had an old one.
I should remind you.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Hey, sometimes I don't remember my own children's names. About topic. Sis, yo,
Double dating is
we're
not
talking about the earning,
Good.
efforts.
I mean, at the end of the day, for me as a woman, what I'm looking out for is the person who is able to put my interest in the same level of their interests. Like, we need to have shared values, shared interests, and we also need to have principles that align. So if I get to know that, okay, maybe your mindset on certain things differ from my mindset and it doesn't work for me, I'm like, no, imagine somebody who doesn't believe that everything that happens to you is your choice, and like you make your world and how you want things to be. You are in control. And imagine that the person totally relies on life just happening to them with chance. That's a difference in mentality.
Yeah, values doesn't work.
That will not work. So by looking out for some of these things, by knowing what I want, I'm able to look out for those things in the other person. And that is when maybe you consistently shown it. It's not a flash in a pan, not a 9-day wonder, but with consistency, you've shown that this is the type of person you are, and it's truly who you are. Because you see, people can lie. People can lie.
packaging in Accra.
It will shock you.
Tell me some, because you see, it seems very like.
You know that when it comes to fraud boy stories and Sakawa boy sentences.
Spider-Man.
Hey,
Wow.
Accra. They will lie you. Hey.
Men can lie.
Yes.
So can women.
No,
Yes.
true. I mean, I started by saying people can lie, but
Yeah.
People can lie.
like people can show you what they want you to see constantly for like a year, 2 years before they show you their true colors. So if you don't find somebody who is honest enough to show you who they are truly, for you to accept this person and say, okay, based on all these conditions that you've been able to satisfy, I hereby pronounce you my legal concubine. Till you can get the person that makes you want to say that. I don't think you should rush into giving a full commitment to somebody that you're not sure of.
Okay. Go ahead.
I want to say that if you are this conversation that we're having and the angle from which we are having it, I just want to say that it's not
We
for
will get to the
it's
why
not
women
for
cheat part.
everybody. Do you understand? Because some of these things that we're talking about can be very foreign to people, and they just want to simplify, go like, oh, it's cheating. But these things that we're saying, because when you get to a certain point in life that we are at, where it's not like I'm depending on you to feed me, to clothe me, I get to have that advantage of this conversation.
Of the choice.
Of
the
looking
choice.
for more,
Yeah.
of wanting more than the bare minimum.
Exactly. So we like, these are people, I'll speak for myself, who I have my expectations and I have my requirements. and I don't ask for what I cannot give. So if I say I'm looking for A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, and like,
and I'm matching you boot for boot.
Boot for boot.
Yeah.
There are people who have vision board for their careers, for things, but people don't have vision boards for their relationship. They don't know what they're looking for. And I've noticed that most guys don't have that. So it's like, oh, let me get the person and you will figure it out as we go. No, but when you know what you want, which is something that we pride ourselves in knowing what you want. So when I meet someone, that's what I'm going through. So when I meet people on these dates, there are questions that I ask because I'm soliciting for a particular answer.
Exactly.
And then based on an answer, I will make informed decisions.
Please, what are some of the questions that you ask?
I'll come to that. But then, so I'll give you, for example, I'm looking for a partner in the person, somebody who can be my friend. There are people you'll be surprised. I try to be, who can be based. There are people who come in your life. I like you, you don't like me. That's it. You can't be friends.
They
with
can't
them.
be friends.
There are
with
people
you.
who will be nice to you and feel like, oh, they're trying to get to know you, and then they say, oh, they want to get intimate, and you say no, and they stop talking to you.
True.
Those kind of things. Me knowing who I am and where I'm going in life, I'm going to need a partner who is
But
very
if I go to the
supportive.
wachi seller and I want to eat wachi and say you won't give me the wachi, you have rice and
Should I stay and
want
wash
rice.
plates?
Is it by force?
And then with that,
I don't understand you.
what don't you understand?
I've just explained. I don't want to eat rice. I want wachi. If you give me the
So
wachi,
go and see. We're meeting people who say, oh, who meet you as something, then want to change you to be something else. Go and be with the person who is like that. Somebody told me, I like you because you're opinionated, but I don't like your opinions. Like, how am I supposed to balance that? That you are confused. And you want to confuse me. But the devil is a liar.
Indeed.
Like,
No, seriously.
no. Like, what are you like? What are we doing? You like me because I'm opinionated.
But I don't like your
Exactly.
opinion.
So you want me to be what?
Opinionated about the things I want you to be opinionated about.
You say you want an independent, smart woman. The same head that I'm using to be brilliant at all these things, it's the same head that I bring. So I will be holding you accountable in ways that other
a lot of people don't like to be
that. And you see, and they'll say, oh, I'm marrying for peace. It's me leaving you to do whatever it is you want to do. We don't do that here. You need to have yourself together or out the door. And that's what we're doing by dating multiple people. So we are not cheating on you. We're sorting out, the
Then
tasks
let them
and
know.
the main thing.
Then let them know.
And we
If
let
they
them know.
also cannot also deal with it, then maybe they are not even the one for you. If you are telling them that I am trying to assess my life, I know what I want.
Yeah.
I know I have something that contains who I want or the kind of person that I'm envisaging my life with for the rest of my days on earth. Every morning, this is the person I get to look at their
Every
face.
decision.
Every decision will be with
Raising
them.
the children.
Yes.
Life decisions.
Yes.
And
values.
it matters to me that the person is not an idiot. I'm sorry.
Yes.
But it matters to me.
Are you an
that
idiot?
they are not an
it's a question,
idiot.
not an insult.
Right?
No, it's not. It's a question.
So if that be the case, then I get to have my criterion and select the person that I want. If I'm unable to even find the person that meets who I want, because again, mind you, my standards are not unrealistic. There are human beings like that who exist. People have found such people. Or someone will tell you, unless you go and buy your own clay and create your own man.
That's not true.
Right?
Yeah.
But there are
Yeah.
men and there are women who exist that fit your style perfectly. Even Sheldon Cooper and Big Bang Theory got Amy.
Right?
Rajesh.
All of them.
Everybody got somebody. Everybody has somebody.
You will meet your meter
You
eventually.
so we sometimes want to rush and just want to be married at certain times because it's societal standards. As a woman, you need to be married by 35 or you need to have done this by this time. You don't need to do anything by anybody's time.
Forever
Everything
is a
is
long time to be
your
miserable.
time.
And of course, you can freeze your eggs now.
On
Yes.
schedule. I mean, basically, you get to decide on who you want to be.
Okay. So I think we've had a really nice conversation.
Yes, on that side.
So why do women cheat?
I've said it in the beginning.
Aram, why do women
Selfishness.
cheat? Like,
So,
why do women
Let's come
cheat?
to the part that the
Human.
masses want to hear. Why do we? I don't want want to call it cheat.
It's called cheating.
It's cheating, please.
Okay, so let's start from
You
here.
have a
now
she's
when
coming
you
to
agree,
define,
when you agree to
We
be
are
in an
exclusive,
exclusive
yes.
relationship with someone, that's where I draw the line. You cannot now come and be in another exclusive relationship or side
with
relationship.
another person.
But you see, the truth is, sometimes, let me give you be in an exclusive relationship with someone, then they'll start showing themselves.
Their true
So,
colors.
you know, and then sometimes you need to lean on other people for emotional support. So whilst
Wow.
you need to lean.
I mean, are we not explaining? So maybe we are not judging. We're
No.
just explaining
why
it
occurs
women
sometimes.
Wow.
Yes, the way. So as I was
when we
saying,
will judge, we will get there.
yes. So we lean. I'm going with the emotional side. So let's say maybe the communication is not communicating. You know. But then there's this other guy who is interested and they are giving me all their time and you are doing.
So okay, so I feel like your number one reason why women cheat is attention or
Yes,
communication.
if you're not giving me enough attention and somebody else is giving me attention, then I could be leaning on them for that emotional support that you're not giving me at this time. That's one. And then two, if you go into a relationship with someone, and some people do that by treating someone well, like giving them or taking them to all these places and all this bougie stuff, and then now you get the girl. People will give everything to get the girl. Now they have the girl.
They don't know what to do with her.
You don't know what to do with the girl, and then you're not living up to the standard anymore.
That you created.
Exactly, like when you were trying to, you say, "Oh, let's go, basically, let's do this." Now you say I should grind pepper and cook. Hey, bruh, when people are going to Santori, bruh, no, we're not doing that. So if somebody comes and say that, "Oh, let's go here," or your girlfriends and their friends are going somewhere, we're gonna go. And then the third one, before she comes in, will be pressure. When you are in a certain relationship, based on the people you are surrounded with, you can be influenced. So let's say you're dating your boy, he's doing some 9 to 5, managing you small. But your girls are dating, you know, boys who are doing things that S&M's people, and they are going somewhere on a trip to Dubai or doing a Euro tour and you can't afford it, but they have a friend who has a friend who likes you and they're going on this trip. Pressure.
Wow.
The pressure is getting worse outside.
Yeah, but it all comes down to the person not really being in charge of their lives, though. If pressure can make you go and do things, then you need to own your life more. If your decisions are based on what other people do and not what you want to do, then you need to reevaluate. But what Aram is saying is very true. Sometimes parents, not even friends, parents, your mother would put pressure on you and be like, "Yo, have you seen your friends? They got married to rich men and look at the house that you're following this younger boy. He will not bring anything for you or he will not give you anything. So I know this man here, or go find somebody here who will do this for you and that for you." And at the end of the day, you find yourself in a position where it feels like you're obliged. It feels like you have to do it in some of the instances. If it's not a choice and it's as a result of pressure, I feel like sometimes it can be overwhelming for somebody who is not really sure of who they are.
So I think it was in this movie, Tyler Perry's Why Did I Get Married? I think that was the first time I heard about the 80-20 rule.
Yeah.
Where they talk about the fact that you're most likely maximum going to get 80% of what you need from a relationship. And when you're only getting the 80%, the 20% that you're not getting seems very attractive.
Yes.
So you go and get the 20%. Now, if you're successful at keeping the 80 and the 20, then you have 100. If you are not successful, then you give up the 80 for the 20, and now you have 20
without the
80.
Yeah.
So do you think that we need to kind of learn not to have the fullness of our expectations in another person?
Yeah.
Yes.
And really just understand that I will never get everything.
Yeah. So the thing is, to go by this, you need to know what your 80 is and what your 20 is.
Okay.
That brings me back to having a vision board for your life and your relationship and what you want it to look like. If you're the type of woman who sits back and always waits for people to come and hit on you. So the person comes, and I've met people who've come and they have their list, like, you're beautiful, you're smart, you're this, you're that, you're that. I think you check my list. Let me take you. Let me marry you. So they don't give you the space, and you yourself, you don't have a rule that you are going by. So you just go with the flow. So that can happen to you. But if you know what your 80 and your 20 is, you've dated multiple people and arrived at a decision that this person has the 80 and the 20. No matter, you know the 80. And you, with time, with that person, will find how to balance out the 20.
But there are things like boredom. There's things like illness. There's things like when libidos are high and libidos are low.
The grass is not greener at the other side. It's AstroTurf. I tell you. You will go and concrete, but you've broken your leg.
First of all, I think that we've constantly been saying that bring your full self to the relationship, bring your full self, but you don't get it. Know who you are and bring your full self in the completed version of who you are, such that in lonely times you have too much occupying you that you will not even be worried about being lonely. If you don't have what to do, if you don't have things that you are worried about, the devil will find work for the idle hand.
So
thoughts will creep in your head, ideas, and you find out that you are now digging for information about your partner. You are paranoid. Like it's just just find something and do. Just occupy yourself with something.
So you definitely think like boredom and not being in your best self. It's definitely one of the reasons why women cheat.
So a typical example will be you having a social life before you get married or get committed with someone, and then you leave all of that and go and join the person.
We do that a lot.
And then he still has his social life. So then he goes out with his boys, and you are home and bored. And you are getting angry that he's left you. Where are your own friends? You still need to have your own life. So he wants to go out with his boy, then I'm going to go out with my girls and pick me up on your way home.
Or better yet, I'll see you Sunday morning, babe.
I'm out like a light.
Enjoy Saturday.
See you.
But
find your own things.
Exactly.
Have your own life. So it's like this. I have me, you have me, we come together, this is us. If we don't have and you see people make it sound like, once you get married or you come to a relationship, it's just the two of you. No, have a life of your own outside of your partner.
Excel individually and then partner and have that cohesive kind of that synergy that comes about. Like when you are with somebody and you've done the work and you've gone to the point where you are ready, you have purpose, you have vision, and you're working on some things, and you are working on your life, they are working on theirs, and you merge, you find that things are relatively easier. You find that relationships are not hard at all, and cheating usually goes to the backbench in such relationships.
One thing that I look out for, I mean, you were asking me, is when I meet people and I'm asking certain questions, I want to know, how do I fit into your life? I want to know where you are going. So knowing who I am, and I've met people who I don't fit. There are people whose lives are full. Based on everything that they are doing, their lives are full. There's no space in there for me. There's nothing I can do for that. And you as a woman, sometimes you need to know why dating this person is not good for me. Because there are people who don't have space in their lives for you. They are busy, they are this, they are that, they are that, they are that, they are that. You may look at it and it's attractive to you, but is there space for you in there? You will be an accessory, and then you'll be like, some people will marry you and put you on a shelf. Check it off their list. You need to make sure that you are not something that is being checked off someone's list, that there is space for you. And that's what you find out when you're dating. So women, we need to take more. So see, I used to feel weird when I started this. A friend chaperoned a date I was on. She said, Aram, the guy said that you intimidated him. And I said, I'm sorry, but I am looking for something. And most guys want to, like I said, go with the flow, get to know you, keep it casual. No, I'm asking the hard questions because I'm looking for something. So if I don't get it, next, I don't have time to waste. we need to start taking more responsibility and an active role in the people who are talking to us. Ask the important. I've met people like, oh, someone who introduced me, like, what happened? He's not asking. I'm not getting the vibe. You're not asking me the questions I want to hear, and you're not giving me the answers I want to hear. So I need to move you and keep it pushing.
So sometimes do women just cheat for fun?
Yes.
Yes, and also,
And that's the sad part. The main thing that it's only them that cheat. Well, I saw a girl. She was nice. It's nothing deep. See, we see a guy. He's nice. He looked cute. His lips look great. I wanted to kiss him.
His butt was nice.
I wanted to touch him. He had abs. I wanted to touch it. If you think you can be that trivial, we can be. They think they're the only people.
Yeah,
who
a lot of men think that
No, I saw
they're
the
the
guy,
only
his
ones
lips
who
look
can
great.
be trivial.
no.
Yeah.
I mean, it's based on the popular saying, men are moved by what they see.
be there.
That's not true. Everybody is moved by what they
see.
see.
Fine boy before.
Have you seen a fine girl and stopped and be like, "God, this person is hot," right? You are looking at the person and you have certain feelings towards the person, and it's not a man thing or it's not a one person thing. Anybody can have attraction for another person.
Have you seen a beautiful boy before?
You know,
Oh my god.
the face,
Oh my god.
the body.
The abs. And me, so I go to the gym all the time. Oh my god. Boys.
You see them, pie.
So there are people who also date who cheat for fun. Same. Everybody can cheat. Every human being.
Because
can
I
cheat.
remember I was having a conversation with a group of guys. This was like 5-6 years ago, and I was like, "So why'd you guys cheat?" And a lot of them were like, "I mean, because we can." Like we just can. And I was thinking, I mean, women seem to take cheating a lot more seriously than
If we all could accept that we are all polyamorous entities and that monogamy will take a lot of work, a lot of commitment and discipline, we won't be here, because then that discipline is not in the mindset of most men and most women. Insofar as I have this need, I feel like it's justified for me to do this. Insofar as I need money, it is justified to date multiple people. Insofar as I need sex as a man, it is justified to have
to
sex
sleep with
with multiple people. We decide that, okay, this is the type of people that we want to be because of our environment. So you need to make the choice and say, okay, this is not what I want to do. I don't cheat. I stay committed because I have decided to make a commitment to you that I will be with you exclusively for the rest of our life. If you can't honor that commitment, don't make it.
Yeah, it's a personal decision. That's one thing I always say. Deciding not to cheat is a personal decision. So when people are like, oh, I mean, it wasn't... Listen, we see it's... I remember I was in a relationship with someone, my last friend. I thought, I never thought that I would be the one that would be tempted to cheat. I think it would be his thing.
right.
And then I started meeting other guys. I'm like, where were you
before I made this commitment?
you
yeah.
know?
Yeah.
So men need to get it out of their head that it's just them. But most of the time, women, you need to make that conscious decision. That's why these days I'm not surprised when DNAs come out and people's not one, not two, not three children are not theirs. And you'll be like, yes. So see, it's a personal decision. Cheating is not a gender-based thing.
Yeah.
Everybody can cheat. The question is the person disciplined? And two, sometimes people cause themselves to be... If you keep ignoring your partner, not being there for them, ignoring their emotional
and
needs,
knowing what they like and not doing it,
And
or
not
not
doing it.
listening, not being their friend, then obviously
Trying to
someone
punish
is going
them.
to feel...
in that, somebody will step in.
Because I think that exclusivity has a responsibility.
Yes.
And the responsibility of being exclusive with someone is saying that I understand that. I expect you to not cheat on me. Therefore, it is my responsibility to make sure that as much as possible, your needs are met. So I cannot completely ignore your needs for months and expect you to be a martyr.
Exactly.
But did you communicate that your needs were not being met?
I mean, but the thing with women, though, gosh, do we ever not communicate?
We are always communicating.
No, do
but
we
if the
ever
message
not?
is not being received, could it be that you're communicating wrong?
No, it's because you're not listening.
Thank
or because it's like you like
You are nagging
too much.
See, the saddest part about today's reality is you try to have conversation with people and they call it nagging. Like, should I write it, to draw it? What are we doing?
Yeah.
We need to have a conversation. And I told someone I was dating. that I had an issue when we're discussing. And I said, see, I can't talk to my girlfriends about this because I'm not in a relationship with my friends. I'm in a relationship with you. I need to talk to you. And most of the time, that's why we get all this and keep me anonymous things. People are telling everybody what their problem is,
except the person that is responsible for. Because sometimes it can be difficult to have these honest conversations with the person.
It's hard, but we have to do it. It's either that or you start leaning on another person, and by the time you realize, you go and talk to your bestie, who is the guy, and the next thing, my bestie.
Wow, that felt a little personal, but didn't
it? Oddly specific.
It's oddly, yes, it is. Let me take some of your messages. Aram, can you read them? Because I think they're more.
So, women cheat. It's double dating because it's gone to Harvard. Yo, men will cheat. It will be triangulation. It's gone to
Oxford.
So that's from Frederick. Hi, strong and sassy. To be fair with this particular discussion, can the ladies also reject gifts from such men in principle, so that whoever is trying to win your heart,
of course,
do not seem to be bribing you, the lady involved? Because usually during dating, men suffer simply in campaigning time.
And somebody said that to me. I think it was this week or last week that's analogy. I'm sure you guys have heard it so many times. Who campaigns after elections?
Oh wow!
And I feel like men say that a lot.
And a lot of them believe that.
Like, you're my girl. Like, why do I have to wear?
But what do you think is a campaign?
Please, let me see this. Let me thank you. So, for example, this is purely hypothetical.
Okay.
If I am your woman and you feel like, you don't have to campaign because I am your woman, are you aware that every time I step out of the house, there's a multitude of people who are campaigning? So, I mean, the message I'm trying to get across is that the fact that you have a woman doesn't mean that she's not faced with a lot of choices that may even in reality be better than you every day. And I feel like if we can accept, both men and women, that every day you have to be worth the choice. You have to be worth the choosing for your partner.
Every day.
Then that is when the relationship, there's no off days. The only days when you're off is when both of you are in bed the whole day. Then you know what I mean. But I feel like so many men, and for me, this is my number one reason why I think women cheat. So many men stop making the effort. You stop telling her that she's beautiful, so she hears it from so many other men, but you. You stop noticing the things that she does, so she goes out there and people tell her how amazing she is, and you don't notice. Or, you stop doing the things that made her fall in love with you. You're not kind. You're not thoughtful. You don't, nothing. You are just there.
You have her.
And you feel like I have you. But everything that is hard can be lost.
Yes. And then I'll have an office boyfriend who is complimenting me because I'm
I have an office boyfriend, a fufu joint boyfriend, a Pinocchio boyfriend, a Chinese restaurant boy.
I will have a boyfriend in every department. They'll be like, you giving today. Today the look is...
No, I'm just saying that it's important. Validation is important for women.
Yes.
And men just... because
for human beings.
We are not talking about human beings. We're talking about women.
So let me continue the thing.
Thank you. Okay.
Just like some men...
You know you're not sitting in for me, right?
I know, but then I'm reading the messages.
Please continue, madam.
Just like some men, some women cheat because they are humans first, and every human got cheating at heart. The only difference is either be disciplined or embrace the desire,
which is what
we were talking about. Also, broke women never believe they are broke. They just assume they are dating the wrong guy instead of working hard, just like any human must. Hence the multiple partners. However, if dating is not being defined the Ghanaian way, but the proper dating, which is learning a person, then one can date as many men or women at a go. That's from Nana Kwesi. And then K from Tantra Hill says, dating can't and must not be just one person. Okay. Indeed, very few relationships end up being serious. They can only graduate from one stage to another. Truth is, it starts with striking an acquaintance, befriending each other, then dating comes next. All these stages can't be exclusive to just one person. We agree. Nick Kujo says, intelligent ladies sharing intelligent thoughts. Interesting. Thank you, Nick. And Douglas from DC says, do women double date for Momo? and this kind of enjoyment, party after party, why do women do it secretly and we men do it openly?
Because I'll answer that for you, Douglas. Men do it openly because you're applauded for it.
Yeah.
It's like it's the stripes on your uniform. I floor them. And it's like, but a woman can never be open with it because then it's like you are adulterous and sinful and corrupt and you're the scarlet woman, the disgraced, which is why, I mean, this statistic always just gets to me. The fact that more women actually cheat and are not caught.
We just do it better. Ezekiel Bruce says we are taking notes by a sister offside and over the map. And we have
okay,
I think that's it.
All right. Okay, your panelists are blaming men for cheating. So men are to blame for everything. Of course. Nia just say, but who else should we blame? We can't blame ourselves. But when men cheat, is it not? Do they not blame women? Is that you talk too much, you nag too much. When we come on, we don't have peace. When we say we want to have sex, you say your head. Is it your head that we're having sex with? Like, I mean, we hear you blame us, but obviously we too will blame you, right? So the topic is, why do women cheat? Now the conversation is changed to blaming men for cheating. And okay, that's how life is. You people did this. They did it when God came and asked.
He said it's the woman.
That so you people gave leadership by example. You started by blaming us, and now we followed you, so we blame you for everything.
God, it's the woman that you gave me.
Yeah. So anyway, final thoughts before we hand over to the Maxwell Agbagba for the 8 o'clock news.
I would say, women should take more active role in dating. Know what you want. Ask the right questions. Read some books. Ask people who are married. I'm always asking people questions in the office.
I think so. Aram is going to start a podcast on the questions that you should ask.
Yeah, I should definitely.
Yeah,
do that.
you should.
And so, take an active role.
George Cray says he misses you, by the way. He texted. He didn't say hi anymore. How are you? Tell you I'm a messenger, George.
Hi,
I'm a messenger. I'm so bitter. Can you feel my bitterness?
Wow. I miss you too. And so, I'm saying, take an active role. Don't be passive. And it's okay to date multiple people. Just don't be bambying with them, at the same time.
Wait, please go on WhatsApp. Somebody has said something about giving birth. Please go on our WhatsApp. Oh.
SNM should finish whilst we find that message.
Yeah. SNM. Wait.
Hey.
Hello. Cheating is abominable. Men don't give birth, but what does that have to do with anything? What does that have to do with? Look, women, we know our cycle. We know when we are ovulating. We know that this chopping that we are chopping will end up in pregnancy. We're not completely naive or Charlie, it's not like that. It is really not like that. So if we want, I think I went a little bit over the top. This message, Enima, it seems she chose a side in this discussion. Meanwhile, I'm not the mediator, please. I am a moderator stroke. Opinionated stroke. I can't be moderating the media. I never have opinion. What is that? And I will resign as host so that we can come as panelists. Anyway, thank you so much. And that's Raul. Raul, good evening. I hope that you're having a great evening. Esinam, do you want to just finish?
Basically, don't cheat.
And if you do, don't get caught.
No, just don't.
Yeah. And if you do, don't get caught.
It's just part of the things that you do for yourself that will make you happier.
But I thought you said that people are naturally polyamorous.
Yes, but in
so why is monogamy better?
I think monogamy is what we've been taught. It's what we've known.
So in the constructs of society, we should do better to fit into society.
To fit into what society wants. If you want to be a polyamorous person,
then be open.
Then have an honest conversation with your partner that, okay, I believe in being with multiple partners. I believe it's possible to date 2 people at a time. Both of you are my primary partners, or one is my primary, one is my secondary. If there will be understanding, you can have that conversation.
That'll be interesting.
Yes, but if not, until you can have that conversation, please
then
don't.
Can I also just say that, I've made a lot of jokes about the whole cheating thing, but I really don't think that cheating is a good thing.
No, it's not.
It's only and especially because it causes so much pain.
Yep.
So much pain.
Irreparable damage.
So much pain. And it's not worth it. I think that if you don't want to be with someone, tell them you don't want to be with them.
Yeah.
If you want to be with someone else, be with someone else. But, you know, the pain is...
The same mouth that you used to go and pay the girl, if you don't want to do again, and the boy just say, I don't want to be in a relationship with you anymore. And
Like,
keep it
I'm
pushing.
done. Like,
done.
I don't think I'm feeling. We should learn to have those hard, honest conversations. I think that's one of our problems too. We run away from conversations generally.
So you see that somebody has broken up with you and dating somebody else and you don't know.
Somebody has broken up with you and probably married somebody else.
And had a child.
You will never know.
Spider-Man.
So just learn to have those conversations.
Okay, all right. So that's it from us for today. Let me say a happy birthday to the man responsible for social media for Strong and Sassy, Crispy, the love of our life here on Strong and Sassy. Crispy, thank you so much for everything that you do. You're a great friend, most importantly, a great partner.
A great everything.
So happy birthday to you.
Oh my God, it's given.
Okay, so my name is Enimado. This has been Strong and Sassy. Thank you to Esinam and Aram who made it. And I hope that you're okay trying to get here. Thank you so much for all of your efforts. A big thank you to our Bakes and Mirabelle and Anita and the rest of the team.